We
Yep. All right. So we don't need too much of a recap. Last time you figured out what was going on at Nettle B Ranch, made a bunch of deals, and as far as I'm concerned, went to sleep right after that. I'm assuming you stayed there for the night.
sure, as long as they didn't seem like they were gonna kill us in our sleep.
No. You could say you guys used your magic tent anyway, whatever it's called, tiny hut.
And then I played cards and read my book
Okay.
on Martha Doing.
All right. So you had decided that your plan was to try and go to the water temple. And so there's where you are. There's the map of the place and stuff. What do you do the next morning?
Should we just go back to the river and find our boat? Hearing no objections, that's what we'll do.
Hey, what is everybody else? Is nobody talking tonight, or
Nate was the guy who talked.
is Travis here?
He hasn't said anything.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. You go back to where you left your boat. Let's see here. So that's 4, 8. We'll say 12 miles. Basically half a day of travel. You return to the area where you left your boat. Now what?
Get in the boat.
Yeah, so we can find it.
Use
I
the
know
boat.
it was really well hidden.
Do an
So
investigation check to see if you can find the hidden boat.
Was it hidden? I thought we failed hiding it.
Wasn't it hidden
Well,
by
this
one
is
of
going
us?
to be a very easy check.
17 plus whatever my investigation is. A
Okay,
lot.
you easily find the boat. It's got some branches on it.
Boat's over here, guys. Found it.
see, there it is. I
It
never
was
would have found
Theron
that.
clears the branches,
very
and
well hidden.
a family of squirrels that was living in the boat scatters.
Get out of here, squirrels.
Alright,
Alright, guys. It's cool. We can get in.
Did they poop in the boat
Just
or
don't trip
anything?
on any nuts.
make an investigation check.
Him
Me?
or me?
Him,
Here.
Grimgar.
16 plus 0. 16.
Okay, they pooped in the boat.
God. Say bye, Martha Moore doing those squirrels.
What the
I want
squirrels
to
do?
dexterously scoop the poop.
Alright, Erkin dexterously scoops the poop out of the boat, and you guys get in.
Wow,
How we
nice
do it in the
scooping.
forest. Yeah.
You look like you've done that a time or two.
Where you
Man,
got-
he's dexterous.
Where you guys headed?
It was actually mine.
That's your poop?
It belonged to him.
No.
Oh, it was just his.
Not my poop, it's my poop.
We're heading down
Down the river.
south.
Okay.
To
Where are you
River
going? Riverguard Keep?
Yeah.
Alright. Did we figure out which way we're having the water go?
I
It's
think
gotta
it's
go
exclusively
It's
upstream.
going
north.
from south to north, you said, I think?
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
didn't make any sense to me.
It
From
didn't make
south
any
to
sense
north. Well,
to you?
But anyway,
the way the water
Because-
branches.
because the river goes to the ocean to the south, how would it come in from the ocean?
Does it go
So
all
it
the way to
has
the
to go-
ocean?
Well,
I-
I don't
I-
know which way the ocean is.
I thought we looked at a map and it did.
I don't remember again. Hold on.
Is the ocean north or south of us?
It goes
South.
whatever direction we're traveling.
But you
That's
think
right.
the rivers normally go into oceans? I thought oceans went into rivers.
No.
Rivers go into oceans,
There's
usually.
Where's the water come from then in the rivers?
Rain.
Mountains.
Mountains.
So it
The dirt
goes. It
wizards.
flows south then.
Looks like it flows south based on this.
Branches don't make any sense then.
Do you go up the Mississippi or down the Mississippi?
Down.
Which
Mississippi
way's up?
flows south.
Go left of the Thames or to the right of the Thames?
Tim's?
Don't know.
I don't know what that means. What does Tim's mean?
They're a type of
The
shoe.
river in London.
You mean Timberlands?
Thames, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it
You go
either.
up the Rhine or down the Rhine?
What's a rind?
Reservoir?
I thought that
Anyway.
was like pieces of some kind of fruit or something.
Flows south. I looked it up.
Hooray.
All right, perfect.
I knew it.
All right. Which is good for you because that's the way you're headed.
right.
All right. So, are you gonna keep floating during the night?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Who is keeping watch while you float at night, or are you just kind of falling asleep and hoping it works out?
Where's my goggles?
Not me.
Dundas might, right?
Max. Didn't I give him the
No, I
Max
never.
before,
I never
right?
took him. I never took him.
Dundas had him because he was in the
Oh,
barrel
in
with
the barrel. Yep.
He
I
give
gave
him
him
back to you.
Dundas. Okay.
I don't even know. If
let's have Percy
Oh,
keep
I still
watch
have them
tonight.
in my inventory anyway. Good.
Okay, so he'll let Percy keep watch at night, and you guys keep watch during the day. Fine. All right. So the rest of that day, since you don't need to rest. All right. So first thing in the morning when you guys wake up, the next day. So hold on. I'm just gonna write on the timeline. Boat trip. Boat trip. All right.
So I think it's been 3 nights after I used my unicorn horn, so I can use it again, right?
I don't know when you.
I think so.
So it is now August 30th, and this is the day. No, it's not this day. Wiggin is supposed to write his letter. He was supposed to wait 2 days, so it's going to be the next day after this one. He writes his letter. Okay, so you wake up in the morning, and you are passing under the stone bridge, which, because of the way you guys have traveled throughout the campaign, you've never seen it before. I would say that certainly Grimgar has seen this before, though, but the rest of you haven't.
I've seen it before.
So the stone bridge is a very wide point of the river that connects the two ends of the stone trail that runs from Westbridge to Belliard. It's a very old bridge, and it's also a point built at a point where the land dips. It's basically a canyon with a river in it. This is a gigantic stone archway that is about 2 miles long and 400 feet high. I've got a picture here I can show you guys.
Wow.
This is what that bridge looks like.
No supports for
Is
it?
that that me?
Maybe. So, yeah, it's a pretty ridiculous bridge.
How's that held up? Magic?
Sure.
Architecture.
I would guess magic and not architecture.
Believed to have been built by the dwarves of Basilmer and said to be the place where
It's badass.
King Torhild Flametongue died
Oh,
fighting a hill giant.
we should check and see if wait. Was it the crown we were looking for? Wasn't the crown with a dragon?
Mm,
Or was there a different weapon I'm thinking of? Something
Tomb
to do
of
with
the
this bridge, I
Dwarf
thought.
King. Yeah, Tomb of the Dwarf King was where one of the 4 items might have been buried. He died on the bridge. I don't remember where the tomb is, though.
I think it was like, we don't know where it is. It's somewhere near the bridge, though, kind of thing. We want to go look around under the bridge.
Well, you're under the bridge. You're in a boat.
We are under the bridge.
Oh, we are under the bridge. Is there
Maybe
anything
we should look
cool
up.
up the top of the bridge?
Yeah.
How long would it take to get up there?
Have Percy look around, Dundas.
I can fly up there.
You too.
Wait,
You
wait,
fly
wait. So
around too.
what are they? What are they looking for on top of the bridge?
Maybe some kind of
Tomb entrance?
tomb markings.
Well, the bridge looks like this, and it's 2 miles long,
That's gonna be able to take a long time to search.
and there's not really any place for there to be a tomb.
Okay, if you tell us not to waste our time, we won't.
I don't think.
Well, I'm wondering what you're looking for. I guess you said a tomb. I'm telling you that's not possible.
All right. Well, let me look at my notes.
King was buried with Orc Splitter the axe.
Axe. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where it was though. Yeah.
Maybe up in the hills somewhere.
Hey, Control F. to
Maybe
stop
Halls of
reading
the
my
Hunting Axe.
notes. What were you saying, Chris?
Maybe at the Halls of the Hunting Axe, which is right behind the bridge.
That could be. That's a decent lead.
The Order of the Gauntlet didn't know where the axe might be. The crown and the axe were the two things
Let's
that they
see.
thought someone might be looking for.
What revealed that Halls of the Hunting Axe? That wasn't there before, was it?
It's been there a while. I don't remember how you found out about it.
Buried with the king off the road between Summit Hall and Bellier. That's where Orc Splitter is.
There you go.
Yeah, and then his tomb is beneath the halls of the Hunts. The crown was the thing I was thinking. So I think that must be one we saw before.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I don't think there's anything here, probably.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think the only thing that would have been was the crown. But the
Yeah,
dragon
which
had
we
that.
think was what we saw before. Maybe. Who knows?
Dundas
Is
jumps into the water and kind of holds onto the bottom of the boat and like looks around and comes back up. A lot of water down there.
Is Percy flying around the bridge and stuff?
He can be. So sure,
I was just curious
he's
if there's like
above the bridge flying around.
anybody else around.
There's
Or
no
any.
one he can see on the bridge.
Okay. All right.
He jumped in the water to tell us there's a lot of water in there.
He was seeing if he could find anything underneath the bridge by looking into the water.
Oh.
He likes to swim. All right.
Okay.
Well, great bridge. Guess we'll keep going.
You guys get any good spells? Can you level it up?
What did I get? I got a cool spell called Wall of Force.
What's it do?
Pretty much like blocks an area 10 by 10. And you pretty much can't. Nobody can go through it, and you can't use magic through it or anything. Immune to damage, and you can't be dispelled.
How long does it last?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's supposed to be really strong. I also got a ritual telepathic bond. That lasts an hour, and we can all telepathically speak to each other for the hour. So, like, before we go in somewhere, like a tomb or a base or something, like
What's the range on that?
the range of communication, it's possible over any distance. Just can't pass.
Wow.
Can't extend through other planes of existence. So you could be anywhere. You just have to be within 30 feet when I cast it.
It's pretty sweet.
Anybody else got anything cool?
I got like a dispel thing. I think somebody else has it already.
Spell magic? Or a counter spell?
Counterspell.
Yeah, I have counter spell.
That wasn't a level up thing, though. That was your blessing.
Okay.
What did I get? I can bring people back from the dead as long as they haven't been dead by more than 10 days. But it doesn't restore missing body parts.
I'm gonna do that.
And then I got Insect Plague, which is a damage spell. So I can change that out. And is this a new one? Mass Cure Wounds, I think, is a new one. 60 feet range, and then it's a 30-foot radius. I can choose up to 6 people, heal 3d8 plus my modifier. I think that's new, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's it.
Nice.
Two things. Remember, if you have a spell that has a component which has a monetary value, you have to actually have that component. The only components you don't need are the ones that don't have a monetary value. And the other thing is Urkin, they changed the way that Healing Spirit works. So you can use it outside of combat now, because it's not overpowered anymore.
What do you mean? What changed?
The spirit can only heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
So your healing spirit can heal 4 times when you cast it. Before it just lasted for the minute, and anytime anybody walked into it, they got healed. And so out of combat, you could just conga line through it for a minute and heal like a ridiculous number of hit points.
They changed that?
Yep. So now you can use it in combat or out of combat, because either way it works 4 times, so it's not overpowered anymore.
I just got rid of it.
It was basically the strongest heal in the game as long as it was used outside of combat as a level 2 spell. Which is why I wouldn't let you use it out of combat, but they changed it now. So. Okay. Any more you guys wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. I think our plan stays the same, right? You still just head to the water place?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Are we killing people?
I'm trying to find Gar Shatterkill.
To kill
We're
them?
just, yeah, I think we're gonna.
I'd like to
Shit.
interrogate him.
To death?
Depends on what he says. My orders are to capture or kill him.
So you can kill him.
Probably kill him.
Pretty good at killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. I have no
Oh,
stake
how
in this
about you
place.
kill him and then bring him back to life? just
Then
teach
come
him a
again.
lesson.
I
Just drag his
guess.
body around them.
Then you interrogate him, and then you intimidate him by saying you'll kill him again.
Suppose that would work.
Remember how you got killed? Yeah. Son of a bitch. Tell me what you know.
Revive him every 10 days until he becomes like a skeleton.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I don't have any diamonds to do that. Or I'm sorry, I don't have any diamonds worth enough money to do that spell. So I gotta get some
So
more
we gotta
diamonds.
look for diamonds here.
Yeah, I've got a lot of diamonds that are worth the amount I need to do my other spell, but not the better one.
Does anybody have diamonds they could give him?
It's gotta be worth 500 gold.
Nope.
Maxon holding out on us.
Do I have diamonds?
I have no idea. I'm just. I don't. That's all I
Probably
know.
not. Probably everyone gave them to me.
I got a rope.
I had jewelry at one point, but guy gave it up.
I have pearls, but that's it.
I don't know why I have 2 separate categories of diamonds in my list, but they seem to both be worth 300 gold each. How I end up doing that, but anyway. Yeah, I'd like to capture and interrogate him anyway. Maybe kill
Okay.
him at the end, but
So we should just.
I
take
can't
the
let him
boat-
go. So
Take the boat right underneath where we know that they are, or do we want to make sure nobody's up top first?
yeah, let's have Percy.
How does the fort look? As far as
well, what are you
women
doing?
or-
So you come down from the north, and then what? Your boat.
So we would go to the gate.
Do we have Percy like fly over and see if he sees anything?
I would think we'd have Percy at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing some observing.
Okay. Percy flies over the castle and doesn't see anybody.
Okay.
Over the keep, rather.
Is the gate open,
Yes.
or it's like a chain or something?
Yep, it's open.
Okay, I guess we would just go right in.
Yeah.
Okay. So your boat enters in through there. The chain is down so that you can bring the boat in, and you park your boat by the steps, I guess, or what do you do?
Is that chain for the cave open?
It is. You left it open. It's still open.
Okay, I didn't know if
I guess let's take the boat down there then, right?
we'll just go back
Okay.
where we came before.
So you take your boat down into there. Never bothered getting rid of this stuff.
Don't
Oh my god, there's doppelgangers of us down there.
this was around when Fitton died, right?
Maybe.
What happened to him?
Some asshole cut his head off.
Mm.
Alright. I've got a boat icon again.
Nice.
Alright. You
Are
got your
there any
boat.
other boats there?
Yeah, there's 2 boats.
Should
Did
we take multiple boats in case something happens to one of our boats?
Those are smaller boats, but you can.
we could. Did we end up searching the whole fort before?
I
Wasn't
think we
there a
did.
secret place behind somewhere that? Remember somebody jumped in the water and got sucked underneath?
Yeah, this is where we are.
Did we ever explore in there?
We
Yeah,
got chased
well,
out by an elemental.
Yeah, a water elemental attacked us and
Yeah,
Liberté came and saved us.
Oh yeah, that's where those stairs lead.
Oh,
right
shit,
there.
that's right. I fucked that up. Before you left town, Liberté showed up and he came with you.
Okay, cool.
Forgot about that.
Maybe he can drive one of the boats.
Liberté, good to see you.
Yeah, he tells you it's nice to see you too.
You were about to do it.
Say, now that fire near that other place, that other city there, didn't cause too much damage, did it?
To the city? No, it was too far away.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good to hear.
How about the wildlife?
Oh, I mean, everything within the area of effect is dead.
Mm.
Yeah, we couldn't really avoid that. We didn't explain you the. Can I just explain to him what the information about the orb?
Yeah,
Just go through the whole thing. What
That-
we learned about it.
that fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Sounds a lot bigger than the one that was used on Wumford.
yeah. I think because it was a different cult, and maybe they use different properties to make their orb or something. Forget what else did we learn about. We learned something else about that, didn't we? Why it was smaller, or why this one was bigger.
It didn't have the same effect. Like that one wasn't. The first one kind of just vaporized everything. This one, at least,
Blew
you had a
up.
chance to get out of there.
This was the fire one, right? This time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one was air.
Yes.
We can only assume the water ones. We're guessing there's a water one will be even a little different than that.
Oh, you think that there is more of these out there?
Most likely, there's 4.
I see.
Being that there's 4 cults, there's probably 4 or 1 for each.
Do you know where they come from?
No.
They come from. We think there's some sort of maybe ritual or spell that they use magical items to create.
Oh, so do you think there might be more than 4?
Possible. We had some visions though that kind of alluded to there being 4.
Well, I mean, it sounds like there's 4 cults. I don't know if that means they only have 1 each.
That's true. I think it mentioned 4 cities though. I mean, could have been just a vague vision. I mean, I don't know how visions work, but
Never had a vision myself, so I don't know.
I've had a lot, to be honest.
Oh, we found the good mushrooms.
Yeah, something like that. All right, we haven't been farther than this point.
Yes, you have.
You were a little further.
A little further. We pretty much fought here like the whole time, though.
Well, no, I just didn't bother creating a separate map for it. But you guys were very far down this water, actually.
Okay.
All right, so they're
Probably have done this in the water. Dundas wasn't with us last time, was he?
You were about, I think, a half mile down in this cave. Dundas was not with you.
We had Romulus instead,
yeah.
and no Urkin.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
well,
that water elemental might still be here. Probably a good idea if Dundas or I tried to banish it rather than
Right.
trying to fight it.
Or we could kill it. I don't know. You all are a lot stronger than you were the last time you were here.
True.
Took off my elemental spell that I had that was good because I don't have holy water. That could have been useful.
Dundas hops into the little boat by himself. And he says, "All right, let's go."
Dundas, what do you need a boat for?
He just takes off rowing ahead of you guys, and Liberté hops out of your boat and kind of flaps his wings a couple of times and lands in the boat with Dundas. And then you guys start to follow with them in the lead
Hooray.
on the water. And that song from when Charlie Brown went to camp starts playing.
What song is that?
It's a new day. I don't know the rest of the words.
I want
You know that
Chris to
song?
sing.
It sounds like a thong song.
Race for your
Oh,
life, Charlie Brown.
Dong, 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 dong.
No, that's not the song. All right, you start heading down the river,
let's head on down.
and Dundas has Percy flying about 50 feet ahead of his boat in the lead, and Dundas, at your instruction, tells Percy to watch out for fake waterfalls, which is where the water elemental came from last time. And Percy's not seeing anything. And you get about a mile down this river, and doesn't look like you're anywhere close to the exit. And Dundas calls back, "Keep going or what?"
Has he checked underwater?
He hasn't.
Check underwater.
He sticks his head under the water and pulls back up. "Yeah, it's pitch black."
Take my goggles.
You got to be attuned to the goggles.
No.
Okay, he sticks his head under the water again. It's pretty shallow. I mean, but you could have done that. Gives the
Yeah, but I
goggles
thought
back to you.
thought he was gonna jump in the water.
Yeah. He shrugs.
Yeah, I guess keep going.
Okay. You keep going, and you go about another half mile. Still, it just keeps going. There isn't anything weird. It hasn't sped up. Still dark.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, Dennis, what do you think? You're more familiar with water than the rest of us.
He sticks his hand in the water, and he thinks for a moment, and he says, I don't know much about rivers. I live under the ocean."
I mutter under my breath, useless water guy. Uh, let's
Don't know
just
what to
keep
do.
going, I guess. I don't know. It's got to end sometime, right?
Okay. You go for almost another half mile, and Dundas puts his left hand up, signaling for you guys to slow your boat, and he pushes the oars the opposite way to get his boat to kind of stop, and he starts gently rowing backwards so that he's staying in place. And he hands the oars off to Liberté and jumps in the water and swims back to your boat, and he kind of pops his head up over the side, and he says, so Percy says about 500 yards ahead or so, he sees a light coming up, and that the water slows down significantly. It looks like we found some kind of cave, but I can't tell how big, and I don't really want to send him ahead, invisible or not, because I don't know what's up there. But I think much closer than that there's a portal.
Portal?
Yeah, I've actually been looking for a portal. And this might be it. Um, so I was kind of thinking I might take Liberté with me, because he's got a spell he can make himself breathe underwater, and he's got this cloak that lets him swim real well. Um, if I'm right, this portal's gonna lead to an underwater place that I need to go check out, and so I think he's really the only one that can come with me.
Unless we use our bottled breath. But I don't know if that's
I think
is what you're doing dangerous or
I don't think so.
well, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think the two of us will just go, and we'll catch up to the two of you.
Are you going on a different elemental plane or anything?
I'm not really sure where it goes, but
Well, I can at least use my ritual just in case.
what ritual?
Where you go down there? My telepathic ritual there. Telepathic bond.
Okay. Sure.
So it'll take 10 minutes.
All right.
So now for an hour we can all communicate through telepathy. Unless they go to a separate plane of existence.
Right. Do we have a way of sticking this boat here so that I can use it if I come back this way?
Some kind of oar or anchor.
I mean, I don't necessarily need it, but it would be nice to rest. Does anybody
Tie.
have like a python or something?
Who the hell carries pythons
Object
around?
I
I
have
got
is
rid of all my pythons, so no.
I'm
Everything I
fresh
have is
up.
probably the sledgehammer.
Actually, I have pythons. I got 5 of them.
Hooray.
Okay. Does anybody have a hammer?
I have a sledgehammer.
I think I have a hammer. Yeah, I've got a hammer.
Okay. He takes the hammer and the python, he goes over to the wall and he hammers it in. He ties a rope around it and
That'll work.
ties the rope to the boat so that it sticks. And then him and Liberté kind of swim ahead, and you follow him in your boat, and you get to a point where there's a small person-sized whirlpool in the water. And he says, I don't think it'll take too long, so I don't know, I might even be back later today. So
Like when the session ends.
he's gone for 2 weeks, so we'll see.
Godspeed to you.
Let him go.
It's bad enough that like the entire session, all you guys have done is try to talk to Dundas and Percy.
Yeah. Yep. He's
So
been very valuable as a member. Now he's
Yeah.
right, and so he poofs Percy gone so that he can make him reappear as maybe an underwater monkey or something. And he goes like he's gonna hold his nose and jump in. He's like, just fucking with you, and he just swims in and he's gone. And then Liberté does the same, swims down in.
Sucks that both are people that summon creatures aren't playing now. Jack with Gracie and Nate with
Well, yeah, but Nate's only gonna be gone for like 2 weeks.
yeah. Still.
Okay, so they go down. They go down into the whirlpool.
All right,
Okay.
guys, we're on our own.
So we'll continue on.
I gotta look up how that spell works. So just a second.
If you have any water questions, you might still be able to ask Dundas.
Yeah, can we still
If
talk to him?
If you can talk to him.
We phone a friend.
Yeah, I want to try to
Targets
communicate.
communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they have common language. Any distance can extend it. All right. you hear in your heads, God damn it!
Uh-oh. What's the matter?
This is Dundas. Yeah, it's not a portal.
What was it?
It was just a
Oh.
whirlpool. We went down some fucking tunnel.
Oh.
Oh,
We were like in some other part of the cave or something.
Oh, wow.
well, we've still got like an hour for this bond. Why don't you tell us a story, Dundas? That'll take an hour.
I'm not doing that.
Come on.
Anyway, both of us have ways of teleporting and stuff. We can't just one shot back up to all of you guys because it's too far, but we think we can navigate through this. It heads the same way as the river we were on, and based on Percy, I know what direction it is and where it is and all, so I should be able to find my way back to you guys. So we'll meet up with you, but yeah, that definitely wasn't a portal.
Well, I'll be.
Too bad. Your investigative skills are usually so great.
It's
I mean, it
true.
was a whirlpool. I don't know.
Why did you think it was a portal?
Because I'm looking for a portal.
Wait, don't you know what whirlpools look like?
Yeah, they look like water portals.
So there's no difference between a water portal and a whirlpool besides when you go in them?
Not my experience.
Can we say stuff out loud but not telepathically?
Yes.
You know, they say, "What a terrible investigator he is."
Yeah, I'm way better than him at it.
All right, let's get going.
I use my insight to see if Grimgar's being a dick or not.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Grimgar, are you being a dick?
It was a real observation, so I don't know what that means.
You know whether or not you were being a dick. He rolled a natural 20. You have to tell him.
You have to tell me if you're being a dick.
Be a dick.
Were you saying it in a way of being a dick to Dundas there? I mean, you did try to avoid telepathy, so you could say that.
Well, I didn't want to discourage him. That's all.
Jesus Christ. I think you're lying.
Now he's lying.
Yes, I was. I was being a
Alright.
dick.
Thank you.
I just am in somewhat disbelief that like he's an investigator and he seems to be like the worst investigator in the world.
He's
That's
an
all.
Just being a
investigator.
dick.
He's
I
an
was like-
investigator with an intelligence modifier of -1.
Yeah. I'm just like, how is he an investigator? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. That's all.
You know what? I forgive you for being a dick because I know you're stressed because you've gotten this far to get into Gar. We've been in this water for who knows how long at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'll give
yeah.
you a pass on that.
Very stressed.
Not that I would have done anything even if I didn't.
Just Georgia dicks.
Just a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Dicks in a boat.
Dicks and legs.
Dicks in a boat.
All right. Let's
All right, let's go check out the cave.
continue on.
Alright. Just a second.
Wait, we can use Max in as Percy now because Max can fly.
Okay.
Only so much.
Oh, does he fall down after a certain amount of time?
Yeah, he's never kept track of it because he doesn't use it that much.
Ah,
There's not really many situations where I would use it more.
well now it would be.
Yeah, I gotta fly.
Fly,
They
man,
fly
fly.
for up to 4 hours. And they gain 2 hours back for every 12 hours they're not in use.
Oh wow. Okay, that makes it seem a lot less overpowered.
So 4
Okay.
hours, if he uses them for 4 hours and then waits 12 hours, he can use them for 2 more.
Hmm.
So on.
Sounds good.
All right.
I only use them like every other day, so.
All right,
Yeah.
so he said that the light seemed to be emanating 500 yards ahead. So how far up do you want to go in the boat?
Probably 450 yards, and then have Maxim fly ahead to see what the situation is.
Can we just like pull the oars in and kind of drift once we're closer? Like, I mean,
Yes.
feel quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should do that. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's dark, right? Where we are. I mean, there's light where the cave is, so.
It's pitch black where you are.
I got my goggles back from Dundas.
Yes.
God.
Yeah,
okay.
let's just like pull up 50 feet short or 100 feet short and like listen, I guess.
Yeah, I like to percept.
All right.
So I wasted my natural 20 on a Grimguard check.
Make a
You
Grimguard
wasted
check.
it. Could be better.
All right. Need this to be bigger. There we go.
I love how he tried to avoid telling me if he was being a dick or not.
Yeah, what is that shit?
I wouldn't say I was being a dick.
I would.
Sound like it.
Came off a
Yeah,
little
that
dickish.
If someone's like I don't know, a doctor, and they're just like always misdiagnosing people. Oh yeah, I killed another couple people today. It's not a dick to be like, how's that person a doctor? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. The same thing.
What about
Well,
after
the
you
fact that you
travel with
said
them
it.
for like
Sounds
months
like
at a
something.
time?
Sounds like something a dick would say.
Yeah, what if I
Self-awareness
did
on
travel
this
with
guy.
him once?
Let's say you were friends with this doctor for forever.
And then behind his back, you
And
just
as soon as he
talked about
leaves,
how bad he was at
he
being
goes
a
off on a
doctor.
boat somewhere. You say, why is he a doctor?
Yeah.
The
Alright.
one time
Like,
he
man,
leaves.
Ryan's kind of a dick. You didn't have to say that about him.
I don't know why
He's
I
your
have
friend.
your icons so big. Maybe I'll make it smaller later. Alright. The 4 of you are in this boat. These squares are 10 feet. So you see the light ahead, and you can tell there's definitely a landing here with a guy. Because I made that visible, so that's why you can see it. So ahead, it looks like there must be a lantern. If you go into this opening and then turn right, there must be a lantern up there. There's not a ton of light ahead, and you don't have any light in your boat or anything, and you're not trying to control it, so you're just kind of drifting downstream. But you can see that there's at least one figure on this right turn where there's a lantern. That's all you get from this point. Can't really tell. You can vaguely tell that there's some kind of landing to the north, and it looks like the whatever else is in front of you must just be water. You can't really tell because there's not a lot of light.
What do you think? I whisper.
You don't have to whisper. You have a telepathic link.
Oh, that's right. So I think. What do you guys think?
Whispers telepathically.
I mean, how do we
can
do this?
Ready attacks.
Yeah, I don't think we can really go any stealthier than that, right?
I got pass without trace, but it's a boat.
Yeah, I think we talk at all, or we just fight.
I guess let's see what's there, and then
Ready some
let's
cantrips.
Who's
I'm
talking?
ready.
Who's talking to him?
All the
We
dead.
do.
I will say though too that we didn't do it because we were having a good time, but you guys would have probably discussed what you were going to do if and when you ran into people ahead of time, because you were expecting to run into people.
Yeah.
If you want, I don't want to discourage you guys from trying something other than fighting just because it hasn't worked most of the time in the past.
First things first, I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself, just in case.
That other thing is not concentration, correct? Mage armor is not concentration, so it doesn't matter, but...
I don't think so. Oh, you want me to know what the spell is? I don't think it is now. Oh,
It just goes, right?
I think it just goes. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It just goes.
Okay.
So these are pirates, right?
Well, probably cultists down here.
Cultists.
Well, we don't know for sure, but
Do you have any spells that make sense in this situation?
we could pretend to be somebody else, but that never works for us either.
Well, what's our goal here? If our goal is to find Keel and just talk to him, it doesn't
Well,
matter who we.
and probably disrupt the cultists. I mean, I assume we'll have to
We're gonna
like,
want to
kill
kill
most of them.
people.
Yeah.
So what do we have to gain from killing or from talking to a guard that's just standing here?
We could tell him, ask him to bring us to him or something. We
We
trick
can
him.
use them. That's true.
Take a friendly approach.
He's probably on the lookout for people though, so we'd have to.
We still
Well,
have
we're
my
here to see
sleep
guard.
spell active. I can put him to sleep. I don't know how much HP he'll have though.
I can figure that out.
You can figure out how much HP somebody has.
I can use Know Thy Enemy, I think. I have to study him for like, what, a minute?
So do we want to just talk and while he uses that move?
Yeah.
Just
Know
riff a little
your
bit?
enemy.
And then I don't know how you share with us though.
Telepathically.
You share with us, Joe?
If I spend at least 1 minute observing
I
or
mean, like-
interacting with another creature outside of combat, you can learn more information about its capabilities compared to your own.
We've got to last for a minute.
So you can kind of just tell us if he has like high vitality, low vitality, that
I
kind
don't
of thing.
I don't even have to roll. I don't think.
Well, we just go up there, and if he attacks us or he looks like he's gonna go tell people, we'll just kill him.
Try to knock him out. Maybe
Yeah.
have him show us the way. kind of
Sure.
thing. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we'll just line up. Wait, who has the highest charisma?
Not me.
Mine's bad. I have mine's low charisma.
It's
That
3.
was done
I got
this.
a +5.
Okay, so
No,
you
I
should
don't.
talk.
Why is
No.
my saving? Oh, I got proficiency. I got a +1.
Okay, so Erkin should do the talking. That's great. Fucking great, guys.
Eric's good.
All
It's
right.
not necessarily a matter of like you should look at your proficiencies, not what your like charisma is.
Proficiency.
Like persuasion,
in-
deception, or intimidation.
Persuasion of a
Uh,
2.
My intimidation is good.
I'm -1, -1. So yeah, I should do it, and then 0 for intimidation.
Persuasion's +1.
People with low charisma and high strength, I changed your intimidation to strength.
Ah, well, thank you.
Oh, that's why it's blue.
I was just about to ask that.
I thought it was just
Why
me.
do I have proficiency on my charisma save? Interesting. I don't know.
It's I can't remember what that's based on. I think that's based on your class.
Oh, okay. All right, so I can try to intimidate him if it comes to that.
Okay. So you guys roll on down the river.
What's the big S?
What big ass?
Way above Theron.
I don't know.
Hmm.
This is weird.
So you didn't
Oh.
put that there?
I know what that is.
Big F.
Oh. That's fun. There is an F though. That's not part of it. And a $sign, I think. Next to that
It's
F.
an actual S. Yeah.
Look at that strange symbol in the rock up
Yeah,
there.
what a weird K formation.
All right. So you roll up the river, and excuse me.
Wait, before we go ahead, I want to discuss polymorph with people. I also have this twin spell capability, so I can polymorph 2 people at once if I wanted to. Does anybody want to be a huge giant crab?
Those are your only options?
Or a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Really?
Those are the couple of the different ones that I got that are pretty good.
If you're gonna twin it, I'll become something, I guess. But
Okay.
I don't mind.
The crab is good because it can swim underwater and stuff. The T-Rex I don't think would be great in this scenario.
It's a good nutty scenario.
It could be good.
Remember,
I
you
don't
only have
know
so
how
many
high
sorcery points, so once
Yeah,
you use them, they're
6.
gone.
I still don't know how much each thing would cost though. I don't know how to know that.
It costs the level of the spell.
Oh, okay. So polymorph would be 4 sorcery points, right?
Yep.
The twin. Okay. So you guys would all be willing to become huge giant crabs if the situation
Called for
Hold on.
huge giant crabs, sure.
Yeah. Okay. You can breathe air and water, it says.
I prefer the T-Rex.
You would want to be the T-Rex. Okay. Let me see what the T-Rex can do. Yeah, I think he just bites stuff. You can hit
What do
with
we
his
see
tail.
here?
All right.
Strong. Okay.
So, coming around the corner, you see that there are 4 people on this landing. These brownish ones with the R's. They are guys with they got leather armor on. They have swords with serrated edges and shields. This guy I'll describe last because he looks super weird. This one is wearing full plate armor, but it's in like this coral pattern. That's this one here, and then this one is a oh, that's what. Okay, never mind. This is a genasi. The other ones are all humans. So as your boat comes around the corner, this one kind of steps around and pushes this guy to the side, and steps up, and her visor's up. And she says, "Who are you?"
I assume quickly that Maxon's using Know Thy Enemy, or no?
Yeah, he started using it right away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All that is him just like examining people.
Perkins doing the talking, correct?
Yep.
I thought the other guy was.
No, Grimgar sucks at it. He lied.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
the best at
Shit. Okay.
it.
What'd he say? I wasn't listening.
Who are you, I think?
Who are we? We are adventurers looking for Gar Shatterkeel.
Oh, that's the most honest you've ever been, I think.
Um, she says,
I think.
"And what
Oh, no.
business do you have with Gar?"
We have things to give him,
Nice.
Like what?
That's deception, I think.
like booty, pirate booty.
Be specific.
Pull out some gold.
We got gold. We got some. What do I got? What do you guys got?
Pearls. Like
Pearls.
I pull out a diamond.
Weapons.
A
Diamonds.
diamond.
Some weapons here. Some spell books.
I don't have anything
Okay.
shiny.
Well, okay. Do a deception check. We'll see how that goes first.
22.
That's pretty good.
Roll a big die for this.
Oh man.
Not
Okay.
cheating.
She says, "You came all the way down this river to give Gar Shatterkill treasure? Or who do you work for?"
We work for Gar Shatterkeel.
We used to be a part of his pirate crew back in the day.
Well, you, and she points at Erkin, look like maybe, but you, and she points at Theron, do not look like a pirate.
I am a man of knowledge, so I'm always interested in the works of pirates and other things. So I thought I'd join my friend here and learn a little bit more.
Okay, make a deception check.
Okay, that's the best I got. 14 minus 1, 13.
13, okay. She kind of puts her hand behind her head. And she says, well, I guess moor your boat up here, and I'll send for someone to come escort you.
Excellent.
Okay.
More up, boys.
So what do you do?
I pretend like I know how to do
Yeah.
boat stuff.
Definitely more about.
Starboard.
Right. You park your boat right there. And she goes out and she sends this guy off. He goes running off this way to take the message. Make you guys smaller now.
I think to the group, won't Gar know we're lying and send people back here to attack us?
Do we want to fight them now or after we find Gar? Because Gar could just run away. I think that's kind of the point of this trickery, anyway, right?
We're
It's
just here to
just to
kill
get
him.
to him. Because if one of them gets away and tells him, he might just run, you know. But if we can see him first, we might be able to just stop him right there.
Yeah, I say we do whatever we can to see him.
Just to see him and
Okay,
potentially talk to him, right? Wouldn't you rather do that, or
sure.
what do you think?
Talk to him.
Yeah, let's see
We
what
can just
happens.
kill our way through here, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
We'll probably have to kill him on the way back anyway.
Yeah, I would probably have to kill him. But it might be a bigger fight though if we wait. You
Nah.
know?
Let's just see what happens.
Let's see what happens. And more
She
fun
didn't.
this way.
She didn't ask anyone's name, I suppose. So
It's
Nope.
true. We probably should have found some different clothing or something like that if we were gonna pretend to be pirates. Oh well.
we'll say we know. What's her face there? That was
Yeah,
Urshnoya. We'll say
yeah.
we were.
But
we
they
worked
also
with
might.
her.
You might think she's a traitor or something now, though.
Could be. Yeah, we don't really know.
I guess we could always say she was an old friend and not a current friend.
Yeah.
Oops. All right. So about 10 minutes pass, and this guy finally comes back with two lizard folk. I don't know if you guys have dealt with lizard folk before.
Are they humanoid?
Yes.
I don't think so. Not positive. We possibly have. I don't think so.
That is what
Got
lizard
tentacle
folk
shields.
look like.
Yep.
Okay.
So they're similar to Dragonborn? Don't Dragonborn kind of look like that?
Dragonborn don't have tails.
Oh, okay.
Um,
They do in Divinity.
and their feet, Dragonborn feet, look more like wolf feet than this huge elongated thing that these guys have.
They're more like paws than claws.
But anyway, that's a lizard folk.
Okay.
Ah. They have weapons, like the picture.
Yes. And she talks to them briefly in a language you guys probably don't understand.
Shit, they use comprehend languages.
Common Elvish Goblin.
Can I use just a bunch of rituals?
Well, it depends. I mean, depends on the stuff, if the stuff's concentration or not, how long it lasts, etc.
Yeah,
But
comprehend languages is not identify as not an illusory script. It's not.
how long does it last?
See, comprehend languages lasts an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends on the timing of using it. What languages can you all speak?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Goblin.
I can speak Elvish.
Common Dwarvish.
Elvish Goblin Orc.
Okay, Theron can actually understand it because it's Draconic.
Nice.
And I'm not gonna DM it to you because with the telepathic link you could just tell them.
Ah.
She says to bring these people to Gar, but keep an eye on them.
Okay, and I pass that along, of course.
Okay.
Okay. Does she tell us that?
Tell you what.
Or like how do we know we're supposed to go with them? Like we didn't understand what
Yeah, I
she
haven't
said.
gotten to that yet.
Oh, okay.
You gotta
Nice.
wait for it. Scallywag.
Brian's getting too excited.
She says,
Scaly.
she says, well, all right. Follow these two, and they'll take you to Gar. And you better not be lying or cause any problems, or we'll drown you.
Yar. Group up, sea biscuits.
Right. So this one kind of starts to move forward, and the other one impatiently gestures for you guys to come over.
Okay. Let's head on over.
So what do you want to do here? Does that work?
They have Captain Erkin in front.
Yeah.
Okay. Captain Erk. All right.
Yeah, we're referring to him as Captain. Like
Well,
Jack Sparrow.
do you prefer Captain Erkin or Captain Jerkin?
You can call me
His last name's Ann Jerkin, not Jerkin.
Jerkin. Yeah.
Ian Jerkin, okay.
Captain Urk.
Captain Eric. Okay.
Okay, so they lead you. They lead the four of you into a dark hallway. So only Maxon can't see.
Well, once I realize it's dark, I hand him my goggles.
Okay. So
I can see.
I'm assuming that means you put them on.
I think. Are we just gonna follow these guys or attack them at some point?
Let's let him go.
Yeah, let's get. It's just two of them. If we have to fight once we get to Gar, that's fine.
So you pass by a door and you approach a door.
Do we think Gar is the leader? We do, don't we?
Oh,
I don't.
No,
who knows things about him?
just Grimgar.
He thought there's somebody else.
Somebody told us something about
Frang
him,
was
but
working for Gar. We know that.
yeah, that must be what I'm thinking of then.
Maybe he's a leader. Yeah, he's a leader of Crushing Wave. So
Yeah.
So he's probably be pissed that we destroyed all those people and killed Frank and stuff.
well, he doesn't know that was us.
Okay, good.
That's true.
Yeah, or maybe he does, but he he doesn't know it's us coming.
Keep that on
Right.
DL.
He's never seen us before, so unless somebody took a picture, we probably shouldn't tell him our real names.
It's a good thing Duns isn't here.
That's true, actually. Because actually, Dundas is probably the only one that he would know the name of because of Frang.
There's an intersection of so many different things here that I have to keep clicking different objects to erase it because
No, just erase the whole thing. I need a fog of war.
Of course, once we get to him, he's gonna know we're not former members of his crew.
Well,
That's true.
that's gonna happen. Yes.
Well, I don't know how far we're gonna deceive him. You just
May-
need to.
Yeah, maybe you
confront
can
him.
convince him we were. Maybe his crew was really big.
It's true. Maybe you were just like a, hand or something. I don't know.
Here, Grimgar, you tell us when to cut off his head.
I
you
mean,
guys-
what do you want to get out of this, Grimgar? You want to arrest him, don't you?
Well, at least I want to interrogate him.
Right. So why
If
are
I
we
can.
lying to him?
Huh?
Why do you want to lie to him then?
Well, I don't for a long time, but I also don't want to
Beginning?
get surrounded and get killed.
So we should be positioning while you're talking
Yes.
before we tell the truth. Blocking exits and such.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you're-
there's
you're-
only one door and you can use your wall of force to block the door or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna
There's
talk to
only
him when we get there.
Grimgar should, yeah.
Just reveal who we are.
You do
No.
what you want.
Do
Somewhat.
what you want, and we'll try to block exits if it's possible. Unless he doesn't let us.
Well, I'm supposed to capture or kill him, so it obviously won't go smoothly at some point.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the plan all along. Was this to eventually not go smoothly.
Okay.
okay, you eventually walk to a point where there was a set of stairs leading up to a stone bridge that crosses over the water to the other side. Just to the north of that, across the river, there is another landing. You can see a lot over there because there is a light. Matter of fact, I did want to reveal a little bit more. There's a light across the water on the other side. Yeah, there. That's good enough.
Really quick.
Uh-huh.
Since I know Draconic, do I know anything about their species?
About lizard folk?
Yeah, do I think these guys are strong, intelligent, fast?
You can roll to see roll intelligence to see what you know about lizard folk. Knowing Draconic has nothing to do with lizard folk though. They're just one of the races
Right.
that speak it. You guys actually
Yeah,
have to
there's
cross the
Sunburn.
bridge. I was sending you the wrong way, which is
Oh. That's great. 14.
14. Okay. You wanted to know general attitude?
I guess in this situation, I just want to know if they're strong or not.
Lizard folk are humanoid and they're just another race.
Okay.
So they can have the full range of strength.
It's really it's level.
Just like, grung humans,
Yeah.
not wizards. Grung humans, elves, they're just another humanoid race.
Okay.
Alright, so
They
you
have a
cross
terrible sense of direction.
over the bridge. Well, I showed you everything I needed to for that spot, so it doesn't matter. You would have seen all that.
Yeah,
Was somebody eating like ice cream or something?
Nope. Somebody stacking styrofoam cups.
I don't even know where it was coming from. Ryan, maybe?
Hope so.
Yeah, it's me.
Bastard. Okay, you get to an area where both to the north and south the structures here tend to be broken down. And unlike when you were in the air temple, this place does not have light coming from above. So you can't really tell how high the ceiling is in any of this. Or the general layout of the city, which is very different from, again, the air temple, where it was much more, it was a huge open cavern and you could see all the different areas when you first entered it and everything. So this has just been, everything smells wet and moldy, and every now and then you run into an area that's kind of broken down. How far is your dark vision?
30 feet.
I want to say 90.
Yeah, 30, I think. 60.
I'm not sure how
60.
much. I don't know how far the goggles go.
Oh yeah, it is 60.
Goggles of Night, you can look them up.
Oh, I can just tell you. 60 feet.
Yours is only 30, Third?
No, mine's 60. I was wrong.
Okay.
960.
All right. When you come into this area, they take you toward like this fountain and then turn north, and you can see that this is an ancient fountain shaped like three dancing merfolk. The fountain is dry. The sculpture has been badly damaged. Two of the merfolk are missing their arms. The third is missing her head. And in this room, hallways head north, south, east. There is no door to the west. However, there is a door, or there's no hallway to the west, but there is a door right here. So you got three different hallways and then a door right there. Okay. The only torchlight that you can see is coming from the east where you came from and the north where you're headed to. What were you gonna ask?
Okay.
Did you say those merfolk were statues or something, or heads?
Yes.
I don't like this place.
You can ask the lizards about it. Oh, you can't speak Draconic.
This door, as you walk by, you see that it's covered with painted glyphs and images with aquatic motifs, marred by scratches which obscure their meaning. Somebody has scratched the shit out of that door. Up here, let me actually see how big this square is.
Pretty big.
Big square.
Yeah.
And that part of it was quicker than. When you walk into this room, you see that there is another one of those Genasi guys. There are also what look to be low-level cultists in this room. They're wearing plain blue robes with no adornment on them whatsoever. This room is. Let's see. There are 6 tall columns of cracked and chipped red marble looming in this hall, which lies to the east of a body of water. You're not going to get close enough to see deeper into the water, but it's considering the rest of this seemed to be like a channel. This looks different than the channels you've seen, and there is a landing here. There are provisions and goods stacked against the walls. Bundles of furs and pelts, sacks of flour and meal, barrels of salted meat and ale, casks of oil. There's 3 long tables with benches in the middle of the floor, and there's a large bronze gong standing on the edge of the water. That isn't in the picture, but it's on the edge of the water, kind of in the middle. And there's the one light in the middle that is very brightly lighting the entire room.
I think to Theron, hey Theron, ask him what that gong is for.
Oh, what do you in Draconic? I want to say, what is that? What do you guys use that gong for?
Alert!
Is there any food on the table?
There's no food on the table.
What did he say?
Alerts.
Alert.
I relay that.
All right. So you do get strange looks from everybody in that room.
Can I give him like a smile and a nod as we walk past,
You sure can.
reassuring them.
They don't seem reassured. You come to yet another bridge.
Let's see. Sure.
There's
2
water.
doors. Let's see. You can see 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right. All right, when you come to this bridge, you can see that the water is flowing from right to left through this area, and that there are 2 places in this hall where the water is flowing. I want to say it's dropping down like a waterfall. Let me see. Right, they spill out through low culverts, 10-foot wide channels, which spill into the main channel through low culverts. And you come to the double doors, which of course are closed.
Must be a boss through here.
See, Theron, what a great place to put that wall of force if we end up fighting.
Well, it does take concentration, so if I use that, I can't use a lot of other spells. I may use it if there's an escape that looks like it's about to happen.
FYI,
I
I
might
can
hold
make
on
us
to it.
all walk on water.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Really?
So in case they go for a water escape,
Yeah.
you can also make 2 of you giant crabs if they're down the water.
I could just fly, but running on water sounds cool.
Can he fly as a crab?
No, because I don't think he'll have his equipment.
Why don't you read the polymorph spell?
Yeah, I'll read it.
It's important you understand.
Yeah, this spell transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form. That doesn't matter. The transformation lasts for the duration or until the target drops 0 hit points or dies. The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. The target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. It retains its alignment and personality. The target assumes a hit point to the new form and reverts to a normal form. The creature returns to the number of hit points it had before it was transformed. Let's get to the part that matters here. The creature is limited in the actions it can perform by the nature of its new form, and it can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech. The target's gear melds into the new form. The creature can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
But we cast spells on it.
Right.
So that's a no.
Yeah, but
Also had a
You
fly
wouldn't be
spell.
able. I would be able to use
Oh,
it on him, but he use
yeah, he has his boots to fly, so he wouldn't have his boots.
exactly.
You set on that?
Yeah.
Okay. He taps the door, and a magic sigil appears on it, and he puts in the code to open up his iPhone by tapping and drawing lines on it with his fingers,
Nice.
and the door is open.
Did we observe what it is?
You're in the front. Make a perception check.
Yeah. That's something good. Yeah, 18 plus 5.
Very good.
18.
23.
Yes, you saw what it was. If you want to try using it, you'll have to make an intelligence check to see if you can remember later what it was.
Damn.
But you did see what it was. I mean, it's not like it was a keypad and he typed 1, 2, 3, 4. Like he drew on specific parts of the sigil, tracing over them with his clawed finger.
Can I relate it to everyone what I saw? So we all
Well,
have a better chance? No. Okay.
you want to mentally relay how the guy drew on a picture that was there for 10 seconds with his finger.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, what was the symbol? Like if it was I don't know, a triangle or something, but he kind of drew on this part of the triangle and that part of the triangle, but it's fine. I don't need to bother. That was my thought.
But do you think if you did tell us, we'd be able to do it just by your words?
No, but then if we're
You're
trying
still
to
gonna
figure it out later, my thought was we might have a better chance if
Yeah,
everyone.
it, gives you advantage or something.
Yeah, here's basically how it was, and then if somebody has a terrible memory later.
It was a circle with about 20 of these different symbols arranged in it. And he drew on 6 specific ones, but not the entire sigil, in a specific order. So it might have been like he'd do the circle on this one, and then half the heart, and then just the V, and then just the T, and so on.
So we drew a heart and the 2 balls.
That's why I'm saying it would be difficult to just explain to somebody.
I got you.
Because it wasn't a symbol. I mean, it's a magic symbol, so it's not just like the letter T. You know, it's a complicated thing that it took somebody 10 minutes to draw out.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
I explain that and say we can always just go out the water. It looks like if we need to get out of here. So
Enter the room. There are 4 more lizard dudes in here. So you can surmise that perhaps this is the room that these guys came from. And these 2 kind of close ranks when you approach. This one walks up and talks to them in Draconic and kind of points back at you guys and then gestures. And the 2 of them move to the side. He kind of steps to the side with them. And he points across this next bridge, indicating that you can go ahead.
All right.
yeah,
That's good.
go. I nod and smile reassuringly at them as we pass.
Stop reassuring everybody.
Not
The
working.
one on the right growls at you. Okay.
I assume that's his form of smiling and nodding.
Yeah. So you
It's
get
a skull.
you get
Skull man.
halfway across the bridge, and ahead of you, you see a man.
Ghost
You see Ghost Rider. Um,
We've waited a long time for this moment.
we have.
what the fuck? Why does the official picture look like shit? Hold on, I gotta find a better picture.
It's a man in a dress.
Well, the picture on his character sheet is just his head. Alright, you see this guy. So, he's shirtless, his body is covered in barnacles, he is holding a trident, his left hand is a giant crab claw, and he's wearing a basically a tied off blanket around his waist, but it's flowing as if it's made of water.
Fuck. Like the actual thing from Pirates of the Caribbean.
And he says, yeah, my people tell me that you part of my crew and you're here to give me treasure.
I want to quickly telepathically say to Grimgar, is this what he used to look like?
I don't think I've ever seen him, but I don't
Oh,
don't
he was
recall.
described this way.
Yeah, he's not quite like this. I thought he was like a regular dude, but missing a hand or something.
And you're doing the talking, right, Grimgar?
I can't find that in my notes right now. One-armed pirate. He was described as a one-armed pirate.
He sure is.
Oh, here we go. Centarm agents noted the pirate covered in barnacles with one normal arm and a crab's claw.
Okay. Sounds about right.
It's a guy.
This is definitely the
Yeah,
guy.
shark removed his arm. And he disappeared like 6 months ago, and then he attacked the Mintarn mercenaries. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
take it
that's him.
away.
You found Garshal Kill.
Finally
Go.
found
I
him.
say, so I should just say who we are.
You do your
Oh.
thing.
Follow your heart.
This is your
Christ.
moment.
Your mission right here.
Is there any? There's a door to the left. Is that the only other way in from what we're seeing? Besides behind us.
You can look around and make a perception check while he's waiting for you guys to answer his question.
Okay. 14. 3, 14. Perception is +5, so 19.
19. You do not see, looking around this room and checking out the stone around you,
Okay.
any other passages. You haven't looked into the water to see if there's like a secret passage under the rocks someplace or under the bridge or something like that. But all the above ground area, no.
I want to tell while Grimgar's talking that I don't want him to be silent while this is happening, but while he's talking, I want to say to Max and you and I should try to get to that door and while this conversation is happening so that we can block it.
So I'm gonna say
Sounds good.
I'm gonna keep trying to lie here. So I'm gonna say, yes, we were part of your crew about a year and a half ago, and we've got some gold and jewels and stuff for you. We heard you had relocated to this area.
Make a deception check. This guy.
6 total of 6.
Okay. All right. He kind of squints at you, he says, I see. What have you brought for me?
Well, we've got gold, and I'll like hold up my own coin pouch.
Can I bring him this shambles powder as like
wanna
a
bring it to him?
distraction? Yeah, like I want to show him like kind of like a show and tell thing, and see if everybody can kind of get in position while he's distracted. Maybe he'll try some, maybe he won't.
Okay.
If he does, he'll be halved.
Oh, so I guess I'll say, oh, we've got this special powder. Aaron, do you want to show?
Powder isn't
Yeah,
treasure.
Well, it's a special powder though. Very valuable. Aaron, why don't you show
Gar,
Captain Shatter?
I'm a wizard. I'm not a pirate. I was not a part of your crew, but I know you would be interested in treasure, and I think that this powder here may interest you more than you would think. And I bring him over the powder, and I start describing, uh, using Theron's intelligence to kind of just use rare ingredients in that he knows to describe it, not actually describing what's actually in it, but kind of lying about it.
Uh huh.
But I don't really know what I would say.
That's fine. Make a
Person.
deception check.
Okay. Um, 8. Really, I'm just trying to take his time while you guys can. Maybe Maxim can get to that door.
Go for it,
I
Michael.
kind of want to move up with Theron a little bit, I guess.
To the door.
Okay, so you're coming up with him.
Yeah.
I'll stay by the bridge here.
Okay, so you guys move all the way up to his table. He
Yeah.
hasn't really moved too much. He's moved his arms around a little bit, but he hasn't moved from where he's standing. What is Maxon doing?
Going towards that door.
So you're just going to cross the bridge and go towards the door.
No. But yeah, that's fine.
Trying to talk him out of it.
Okay, you go behind them. I'm asking him to verify what he wants to do.
It sounded like you were talking him out of it.
I guess where I am is fine.
Okay. And then
So what do
I'm
you do
gonna
with the
say,
powder?
I asked him if he would like to try some, and that it makes him. Let's see, which part am I even doing right now? I should probably figure that out. Probably do the pink powder. Make him small. Try it, and I will tell him that it will make him. I'll just say it like triples his size if he
Okay.
were to use some of the powder.
Okay. He says, well now, if it be that good of a powder, I would hate to waste it. But I'll take it if you leave it for me.
I will leave it there.
Okay, you put it on the table. He looks at Grimgar and he says, "And what be your name?"
my name is the hell is the name of that guy that got killed? Just a second. Da, 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 da.
Trying to think of a pirate's name.
No, I was gonna be that guy that we ran into on the long road there. You got John Greensleeves.
Oh,
Okay. And you, he says to Theron.
I am. Um, name of somebody that we know. I'll just say my name. I'm Theron.
Right? And he points at Maxon.
don't think-
And he
I
says,
don't
"What
think you would
about
know my
you
name."
with the bow?"
I'm Toto.
And in the back, the ugly fella.
Name's Captain Urk. Our
Right, okay. So Grimgar, Theron, Maxon, and Erkin.
no,
Captain Urky said.
said Urk.
I don't care about what he said. And what are you doing here?
Hold on. How did you know that his name was Erkin?
You're not the only one who knows a bit of magic.
So I just want to relay telepathically that he's probably has some kind of truth spell going.
We're fucked.
It's not a truth spell.
Oh, so he can hear our thoughts too.
Don't say don't say we're fucked.
How are you doing that?
But-
I'm very his ability to do that.
He says, you don't have to bother yourself with the details. But why are you here? Make a wisdom saving throw, Erkin.
Me, okay. Yeah. 14
14.
plus 9.
Okay. he frowns for a second. And he says, "Not a big fan of liars."
You're a pirate.
Am I?
You're like a fish man.
Fishman.
All right, Grimgar. I don't think there's any
It's-
point in
look
hiding it
like a
now.
fish.
Okay, so let's cut to the chase. Why have you been attacking the Mintarn mercenaries? What are you doing here?
Mintarn mercenaries. Don't give a flying fuck about them.
What do you give a flying fuck about?
Suddenly, when you ask that, he begins to transform, and he changes into a strange-looking type of frogman with sharp teeth
We've been duped.
protruding up and down his mouth. He's, instead of the trident you thought he was holding, he's holding a staff with skulls on it. And he's wearing armor made of bones along his back. And he says, "Fulfilling my hunger." And we are now into initiative.
Just going,
Oh,
Grimgar.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch. What do you mean me?
Idiot.
Just had to ask him.
And I will tell you, because he's not going to tell you, that he was using a spell that he can use at will called Detect Thoughts, which lets him read the surface thoughts of any creature that he's nearby. And so he just asked you your names one by one, and of course the first thing you do when someone asks you your name is you think of your name. And in order for him to dig deeper, though, you have to do a wisdom saving throw, and if you pass it, he can't dig deeper into your thoughts. And so Erkin succeeded, and he wasn't able to read his thoughts. All right. I rolled initiative for people at the front. I didn't print out character sheets or anything for the people in the back. So bear with me as I figure this out. It's not like you guys to successfully talk your way into anything.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well,
Does this guy look the
you're
same
okay.
as Frang, or he looks different?
No, he's definitely different. If all four of you want to make intelligence checks, we can see if you know what this is.
Sure.
22.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Well, 22, Theron's high enough that he would know. Let me just get some of these initiatives in and then...
Yeah.
So the lizard folk behind you got a 3 for their initiative.
Nice.
Hooray.
Oh boy. I should have just gone through the whole dungeon and printed out everybody. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Well, I didn't expect that to work.
What?
Convincing them to take us to this guy.
You know? Merkin knows what he's doing, I guess.
You rolled a
Mhm.
22 and a 15. And then I think an 8 or something like that. And she rolled a 15 and then an 8 and then a 4.
Wow.
So all 3 things worked.
Flawless.
Yeah, first time it's ever worked, I think.
Maybe.
Alright, so Theron, you know that this creature is a slod, which is an aberration. They are shape changers. They are there's lots of different kinds of them. All right, so there's this I don't remember the name of it. Oh, no, not limbo. Shit. Okay, there's another plane that's basically the plane of like order and robots and shit. And there's an overlord there named Primus. And he was creating life and trying to create all this organized life, but the problem was that the power he used was half order and half chaos, and every time he created something with order, the chaos grew and grew and grew until eventually it became the Slotty. There's different kinds of Slod that are these crazy, chaotic, monstrous things that travel around destroying shit and everything. Some of them are scary as fuck, where like they attack you and they just lay eggs inside of you and then you explode and become a Slod. This is not that kind. This is more of the like the swamp hermit who just wants to eat people type thing. So he knows a bunch of magic stuff. So that is what he is. Okay, so the initiative order is quote unquote Gar Shatterkeel is going first, followed by Theron, then Erkin, then Maxon, then Grimgar, then the Lizard Folk.
Okay.
Okay. So he is gonna open things up with a fireball.
Fuck.
Let me draw that out. I gotta figure out what's the. Oh, I can find that quick. 20 foot. So 20.
How does fireball work? You pass fail it, or do you just take damage?
If you pass, you take half.
I want to use a shield on myself before you do anything.
Shield helps your AC.
That doesn't help you with
AC
saving
has
throws.
nothing to do with saving throws.
You're right.
So all he would have to do to miss himself and his own guys is back up a little bit. And then he could cast it and hit only you guys. So that's what he's going to do. So everyone has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sweet.
Ping!
17.
13.
Okay,
11.
17 passes. What was the other
I got
one?
a 14.
Mine was 13.
Okay.
Sorry, mine's actually a 10.
Alright, so Grimgar is the only fail, so everybody else is going to take half damage.
Oh, what's the pass? What's you must have low.
I'm not trying to kill
Save.
you guys, so yes, it is kind
Yeah.
of low.
I thought I failed it.
What'd you roll?
13.
Let's see.
My dexterity's -1 on saving throws. So.
I think I rolled high on the dice, though. Let's see. 10, 20, 24, 28, 33. It's not that high. So, Grimgar takes 33, everybody else takes 16, unless you're resistant to fire. Anybody resistant to fire?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
Owie.
And he's not going to go anywhere else. He's going to stay there against the wall. He can't do anything else. So, that is his turn, and it's now Theron's turn.
Okay. Think I'm gonna do it. Think I'm gonna use my new spell. Of course. Don't know if it would go into the water. I get 10 foot by 10-foot panels.
Uh-huh.
I'm just
Is
wondering.
that,
I
I'm
think I
trying
could
to...
just swim through the water if I put it.
Is that the same? I think that's the same spell they used when they were doing the ritual to summon Bully Drag, right?
They used Wall of Force
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Let's see.
or Wall of Water. I think there was a couple walls you could do at 5th
Yeah,
level.
but I'm pretty sure it was Wall of Force because you guys couldn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm
you get
sorry.
10,
10 by 10-foot panel.
10 by foot, 10 by 10 foot panels.
Yes, it's worded very weird like that. And the first 10 is spelled out, and the rest are actual numbers.
Nothing can physically pass through the walls, immune to all damage, and cannot be dispelled.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Huh.
But my problem, the reason I'm struggling now is because Irkin's on the bridge there.
Uh-huh.
My initial thought was to put it on the surface, not the water.
Mhm.
And I don't think it'll. They can probably swim, those lizards. They probably can just swim underneath it. You know what I mean? That's my
You're pretty
worry.
confident they can swim.
You
Can
can
I-
trap me back.
Did I notice
Sure.
how deep the water was?
You can't see the bottom, but given that it's just random lights, random lanterns that are held up and everything,
Mhm.
the visibility is just not good enough to really see into the water at all. You can see maybe
Okay.
like 6 inches down into the water, and it's deeper than that.
Okay. So I think I'm actually gonna hold off on it then.
Can you
I think
ready
that
it?
would be. I
You can
could.
ready anything, but if you don't cast the spell, you lose it.
Just like until after my turn.
Yeah. Why don't I? I'm gonna hold it until after Irkin, and I'm gonna use.
Okay. The danger
Half
there
cover.
is also if you're writing a spell, you're
And I
concentrating
get
on it,
hit,
which means if you get hit, you lose it.
right?
No one else
I'm not.
goes. I'm right after you, I think.
He is right after you.
Yeah, I thought he was. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll wait for him and then do it.
Okay. So you start casting a spell.
Yep.
You move.
Yeah. I'll move toward that door over there.
Okay. How far toward it?
I guess I'll move right against it.
Okay. You move 30 feet toward the door. Okay. Erkin.
And I'm gonna. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
why?
can use potion as a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use. He looks like he's a spellcaster, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna use this potion of fire resistance.
Okay.
I'm resistant to fire damage for an hour.
Okay. Nice. Okay, Erkin.
I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on self. Then I'm going to try to run up to him on the right side. Out to the north there.
10, 20, 30, 40. Okay.
And I'm going to stab him 3 times.
Okay.
With a dagger of silence.
Okay.
Stab number 1. 9 plus 8. 17.
17 hit.
T4 plus 6. 9 damage.
9 damage. What does he got to save?
He has to get a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay. He failed.
Nice. Can't really just switch weapons in mid, so I'm gonna keep stabbing him 2 more times.
Okay.
Really make him silent. 12 plus 8, 20. That's a hit, right? 1 plus 1, 2 damage. Oh no. It's 1 plus 6, 7 damage.
Okay.
And the third one does an extra D8 because I'm awesome. 10 plus 8, 18.
18. Okay.
No, that was the roll for the attack.
Oh, 18 hits.
2 plus 6 plus 7.
15. Okay, he did 31 points of damage to him. Okay.
Nice.
And I had Ensnaring Strike going, which means something.
What's it mean?
Next time you hit a creature, target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Okay.
He's got to get a 15.
What kind of damage was all that doing, by the way?
It
Just
was
piercing?
dagger. Piercing.
Piercing, okay. He got a 14 on the strength save?
So he fails.
Okay. So what is the status effect on that?
He takes 1d6 at the start of each turn
Until
he goes for a minute until he gets out of it. He has to like take an action to do a strength check.
Oh, he has advantage on the saving throw because he's large.
Yeah,
In
Failed
charge.
still.
sweet.
So he's restrained, right? So he's got to get out of the restraint. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, he's got to use his action to try to escape. Or make you lose your concentration, right? Or is it not? Yeah, it is concentration.
It is
So either he can escape by trying to beat your DC on his turn, he'd have to use his action, or he can make you lose concentration. Okay. Fine.
I'm gonna back up from him a little bit to the right,
Okay.
so he doesn't.
How far?
I moved like 40 before. I got 15 feet left.
Yeah.
Go 15 to the right.
Okay. Erkin, where do you want your wall?
Erkin?
He
Or me?
says,
Or
Sure.
Theron, I'm sorry.
So put it right at the edge of the water, kind of the line where Maxon's standing,
Okay.
all the way across, and then I think I'll have 3 walls left after that. And I want to put one in front of my door, standing at.
Do they have to be touching?
I think they have to be touching. So it'll connect with the one all the way at the end. Yeah, they must be contiguous.
Yeah, okay, so that's 6. Where do you want the last 4?
Yeah, so the next one obviously will complete the wall. And then one in front of my door. And then
8.
I guess it doesn't really matter, so just go to the end there. Straight line to the north. Maybe something will try to break through and not be able to. Who knows?
The Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah. Don't need any of that. I don't need to
No.
get sniped in the back.
No Kool-Aid men allowed.
Alright, perfect.
Alright. Maxon, your turn.
What's this wall behind me? Is this wall impenetrable here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot the frog guy then.
That's your best bet. Just regular shots at him?
28.
He's restrained, so you have advantage too.
What? Okay, we'll see if
Go
he'll
for the
get a
crit.
natural 20. 6 plus 11.
Oh,
17.
okay, so you hit him with the first one then.
Yeah. 6-1 plus. Is it still the same? 5.
How much damage?
12 total.
Okay.
And
Alright.
then I'm gonna do a distracting strike on him. Or well, no, that wouldn't make sense because he already has advantage. So instead, I'm gonna do the really strong attack you have. 17 plus 11 minus 10. No.
It's -5, you had 10 to the
Yeah,
damage.
23. Yeah, I got it. 23 plus 10. Alright.
Mm-hmm. 23 plus 10, but 23.
22 total,
Including your plus 10.
including it, yeah.
Okay. That's your second attack then. Alright.
And I'm gonna take a slight move to the left. 1 square over.
Okay. Done?
Done. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Grimgar.
Based on what I know about his fireball and Theron's fireball, if I move to the southeast, do I think he could still get Erkin and I, or Maxon and I, in a fireball? I want to spread out so that he could only hit one of us if I can.
Circle's right below you.
That's true.
Trying to see.
Yeah, so probably not. Okay, then I'm gonna go southeast.
The best we can do is 2.
Yeah, so that I'm away from Max and further, as long as I can still see him.
Yeah.
Am I still in range? Would he still hit? Yeah, I guess he's only gonna hit 2 of us. And then I'm gonna use. Yeah, I want to move further then.
There's a pillar there too.
Yeah, I guess before I move behind the pillar, I'm gonna use catapult with my staff.
Okay.
So he's got to make a
Nice.
dex saving throw.
What are you launching?
One of the rocks I've got.
In your pocket?
Yes.
Okay.
Jade
He's
low.
got disadvantage because he's restrained.
That's good. Good news. Good job, Chris.
It's Captain Erk.
Dex, he got an 11.
Okay, he fails, so he's going to take 6d8.
Mhm.
There's 9. Another 9.
I'm not adding this.
No, I am doing it in my head. And a 7, so that's 18. 25.
25. All right.
And then I will move for a little further right, even. Maybe if I'm kind of behind the pillar, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's a large creature, so the pillar doesn't really matter.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's fine. And that is my action. Bonus action. I'm not going to do anything with my bonus action. That's it.
Oh. Yeah, I messed up, but I'll just have to fix it. He's supposed to have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. No, I'll just have to figure it out as I go here. Alright. Okay. Let me see here. Bad guys. Got it. Okay. Okay, so in the water, a bunch of grung pop their heads up out of the water, and grung can hop 15 feet into the air, and so they're going to end up having to use a lot of movement to make this work. But what's their movement? 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, so he's going to use his action to double move, and he's going to jump over the wall. This one will do the same thing over there. And then we'll just say these guys pile up back to back using their full turn to line up behind on the bridge. Because they can't leap like that from in the water. They have to be on solid ground in order to do it. And then the lizard folk. Let's see. Are they all the same type of guy? Yeah. Of course, none of them have any kind of ranged spell or anything, or ranged anything to throw over the fence, over the wall. So this one is going to run off out of the room. Speed is 10, and the rest of these guys kind of form up behind the grung. And
So
that's
can we cast something above the wall of force? It just won't affect the wall, but it'd be on
Yeah.
either side of it.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's
cast
just 10
magic
foot
through
high.
it, right?
Yeah, you can't cast it through it, but you can go over it.
What if I cast like a fear spell which projects an image and they can see through it?
Since you're casting it on them, well, I mean, it depends on the size of the spell, I guess. Fear?
It's tough.
That's a cone. He wouldn't be able to do that. The wall would block it.
What about a sphere?
I think. Let's see. It says nothing. Oh, nothing can physically pass through it. Ah, jeez.
Mm. Immune to all damage. It doesn't say it's immune to all magic. It just says damage.
Okay. So you wouldn't be able to shoot like a beam or anything through it because it would block it, and like you can't even cast fireball through it because you actually do throw something for that to work.
Mhm.
But fear could work through it because it doesn't say it blocks magic. It says it blocks physical things. And so like shooting a fireball is a physical thing
Mhm.
that would get blocked. But if you're like it doesn't block light, so
Cool.
you could do that.
Okay.
It is the Slod's turn, who is restrained, and
Silenced.
his attack rolls have disadvantage. So he is going to. He's gonna raise his free hand into the air.
Can I counterspell him?
He's not casting a spell.
Yeah.
And his hand basically turns into fire. And he whips it toward Urkin, and he just hurls his flame hand at Urkin. This is going to be with disadvantage. There's no way he's going to hit him. 10.
No.
That misses. And so he does it again. 10 again. So he
No.
misses twice. That's it.
Ah.
That's his turn.
Oh, he's so fucked.
He takes a D6 too.
Okay. That's great. Tell me what it is.
The 2. He takes 2 damage.
Okay. Alright, and it is Theron's turn.
Alrighty. So I'm concentrating. So I will just. So I don't. I really do need a single attack, single enemy attack move. Everything's AOE.
I think you have magic missile.
Yeah, I might just use. Yeah, I'll just use magic missile.
I mean, you have to also keep track of like whether your cantrips, because eventually the cantrips are stronger than your level 1 single target spells.
Yeah.
I mean, like Firebolt is 2d10, whereas like Chromatic Orb, which is a level 1 spell, is 3d8. It's not a dramatic difference between the two of those.
Yeah, I gotta try to learn Chromatic Orb, preferably from a spell book or scroll. But well, yeah, level 1 magic missile.
Okay.
Roll a 4, 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. Oh. You do anything else?
No, I think I'm good. Stay here.
Okay. All right, Arkin.
All right, let's do it. Let's. Can I jump up on that table?
Yeah.
Let's do that dexterously.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna fear people in a 30-foot cone to my south. And hopefully not Maxon.
And 20, 23. That's all the grung then. Okay, what do they got to do?
They gotta succeed on a Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Does Max have to roll too?
If they fail, they drop whatever they have, and they are frightened. They have to run away as long as they can see me.
Okay, what's the save?
15 Wisdom.
15. Alright. The one in the front left fails. The one in the front right fails. That one passes. The one to his right passes. The one behind the one I have selected fails. The one in the back passes. The red one fails. So this one, and this one passed. Okay, anything else?
That's my action. Bonus action. I don't have any bonus actions that aren't a concentration thing. No, I guess I'll just stand there looking badass.
Okay.
You're the new pirate captain. That was
Fear me.
Maxon, there are two grung next to you that have jumped the wall and suddenly look afraid.
They won't opportunity attack me if I step back a little.
You'd have to ask them.
I'm asking.
He is asking.
You're asking them? It goes.
Okay, I'll step back a couple spaces.
Alright, the opportunity attacks you.
You
You lied.
Thought he was afraid.
Doesn't he do it on his turn?
Huh?
Doesn't he do what?
Drop his weapons?
Merkin?
No, he does it with
On
Merkin
each of
did
its
it.
turns.
Does he drop it as soon as you cast it or no?
Or drop whatever. No, he drops it as soon as he gets frightened.
Alright, use.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if I was
Alright,
frightened, I
fine.
wouldn't
He
be able to
doesn't.
attack anybody.
Okay, the 1/2 challenge rating grung does not opportunity attack you.
They are little
You're
frogs, aren't
really,
they?
Thank God.
really afraid of this 2 damage he was gonna do to you.
Yeah, I was also wondering
Go
why
ahead
Erkin
and move.
wasted.
Go ahead and move, level 9 character.
What are these? Like level 2?
These are half of a challenge rating. A level
Oh,
1 character
wow.
could take on like 2 of them.
Well, I didn't know that.
Grung really fought before have always been weak.
They're little frog guys.
Then what I'll do to make things a little more interesting.
I can't
Let
wait.
him stab. I'm gonna stab me.
Yeah, let him.
I'll
let him
help
do
you,
it.
buddy.
Stab me.
Feel badly.
Pick up his
Pick
weapon
up
for
his
him.
weapon, yeah.
Hey, you dropped this, pal.
You
Don't
dropped
I
this, give it
have?
to him.
I want to use my really cool claw gauntlet.
Okay, so you
Finally.
put your bow away. You can't use that with the claw gauntlet.
It's,
And I want to use that weapon on the closest one that's
Alright,
right
so
next
you
to me.
punch him.
he uses, why am I using this bow? This has never worked out for me.
I got a 19 plus 11, so 30 total.
Okay,
Wow.
30. That's a hit,
Jesus
barely.
Christ.
I think he's dead.
I need to.
Just
Now what's-
evaporates this
I
poor
forgot
frog.
what the one charge meant. Was that spell that's linked to
Yeah, you
it?
can't use the spell because you're not attuned to it.
Okay. It's the D8. 6. Got it. 7 plus 6, 13.
13 damage. Okay, he actually survives that. Which one is he? 2. Okay. Right?
Do it again.
The green ones have a little more health than the yellow ones.
Alright, I'll hit him again. Got a 11 plus 11.
I love that. I just love that I tried to separate it so we could just focus on this boss guy first, and both of you have attacked these grung the last 2 turns.
Yeah, they're just easy targets, I guess.
I hope you get burned alive, you son of a
frogs.
bitch.
6 plus 6, 12.
Okay, 12 damage. Alright, he's still alive, but he's bloodied.
Hooray. I'm gonna hit him with my extra attack.
You attacked him twice already.
I meant my action surge.
Okay, attack twice more.
Fucking up those grounds.
He fucking
Jesus.
hates grung. This thing is already pissing himself.
I got it.
It's trying to run away, and Max just keeps punching
Such a hero.
I'm gonna go. I got a 10 plus 11.
It's a hit. His AC is 13, man.
Do
Okay.
grung kind of look like dragons or something?
No. No.
He got too close.
This is
you
what
know?
they look like.
Oh my god.
They're cute.
He's
They're
just
just
punching the
pummeled.
He's punching one of the
Green
green
one.
ones.
Yeah.
This time it's a 6 plus 6 again.
Okay, 12. He looks like he's just about to just die. You had a little more health than you thought, but
The 6 plus 11.
for your 4th hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he's just a bloody mess, and he's dead. The last one, he was laying on the ground already. You just punched his skull. He's just
I don't think-
smushed with his legs in the air.
I got one.
I don't think you needed a fear spell, Erkin, because I think that would have done it.
Yeah, that could scare the rest of them.
All right, do you move
Just-
at all after that?
Just puts his bow away, puts on a gauntlet, and just beats the
He's
shit
like,
out of
all right, we're gonna do this.
him.
The thing like drops his weapon and turns to run, and Maxon punches it in the back of the head, and it wobbles, and then he punches it just in the face, and it goes to the ground, and he punches it in the stomach, and then it's just laying there like, and he just heel stomps its face, and just.
That'd be so comedic if it was a cartoon. I would love it.
God, it's disgusting. All right, Grimgar.
I out of the corner of my eye just watched that grung get destroyed.
Maxon's still punching the body.
Yeah.
Son
I-
of a bitch.
I give half a thought to actually going and stopping him, but I don't. I'm gonna try to use the scepter again. So dexterity saving throw. 16 is the save.
Having flashbacks of when
With
Romulus
disadvantage, 12.
Okay, so that's
So this is going to be half damage because he's resistant against magic. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to have advantage. Hold on, I messed that up. Not half damage. He has advantage against magical effects. That's a magical effects, so it should have been a single roll.
it's bludgeoning damage.
That doesn't
It
matter.
says when an object strikes something. Okay.
And so he actually succeeded on that one.
Okay.
I was only supposed to, because advantage and disadvantage cancel out, and I've always done whenever I roll twice, or whenever I roll two d20s at the same time, it's whichever one's on the left is my single roll. So I hit a 21 with
Got
that
it.
one.
All right, so that didn't work. That was my action. I'm going to use bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Uh-huh.
And that's 60-foot range. So I'm going to cast it just behind that guy, the guy, lizard guy. And
Lizard guy?
yeah, the main guy we're fighting, to the
Oh,
north here.
frog.
Yeah, frog. Sorry.
Amphibians.
And
Very insulting.
yeah, I will. Yeah, just attack him with it. So
Okay.
this is. Why is it
I was
showing?
reading a little bit on whether casting spells from objects is considered casting a spell, and can you still cast a spell with a bonus action, blah blah blah
Oh.
blah. I've decided that I just don't freaking care. If you're not actually casting a spell, like the way I look at it is, if you're casting a fireball, it takes you 6 seconds to do the hand signals and then throw the mite of energy that explodes. If you're casting a fireball from like a wand of fireball, you flick your freaking wrist and it launches a fireball. So I don't think like the rule against casting two spells in one turn should apply to an item that's casting a spell, because I would say it takes 1 second instead of 6 to do that. So you should be able to still cast a spell with like a bonus action or something.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, apparently other people disagree with me, but I don't know. I would rather do it the way I'm saying. So
Okay. I will do that, and it's +9 on the attack roll. I rolled a 7, so 16.
you have advantage anyway, but that hits.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again just to make sure I don't get a 20. Nope. And it is 28 plus 5. 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And I'll stay where I am.
All right. So the Grong, this one's gonna hop the wall, and he's got to use everything he's got to run, right?
I suppose you got to take the dash action. Yeah.
Okay. So these two are also running. Let's see. All right. So ultimately, these three are all gonna hop over and attack Erkin, and they are all. So little frog guy's holding daggers.
They can't hit me.
And each one's gonna make a single attack on you with a dagger. They can't hit you. They all miss.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Alright. The lizard folk are gonna rush up. They're gonna do their best to try and human pyramid one of their guys over. Dexterity. Sweet. Plus. Oh, wait, no. Athletics is +4. Makes sense. Alright. So it's a solid flat wall. Two of them. I'm gonna try to lift him over. I can't imagine it's that hard, but I'll make him roll twice. One to see if he makes it over, and then one to see if he sticks the landing. Okay, he makes it over. I would say that 15 is good enough to make it over. And then natural 20 on the landing. So this guy's a goddamn ballerina.
Yeah, he's fucking gymnast.
He's got to go really far to get there. Let's see, 10, 20. Yeah, it would take his whole movement to get over. And now that he's over, and he doesn't have any ranged weapons, nothing he can do except move again. So he will move to here. End his turn. And then this guy's going to try the same thing, but he definitely won't be able to. Yeah. He's going to be 2 feet away from Max and with his movement all gone, so there's no way to. Natural 1, he falls into the water. One guy, like, lifts too hard and just. He cartwheels through the air and splashes into the water.
Nice.
Alright. And it is the Slod's turn again.
3 damage.
Okay.
Although, is he still ensnared?
He is.
It's a concentration spell,
You haven't been hit.
but I casted Fear.
Is that concentration?
That is concentration.
Oh, okay. He's not captured anymore.
I thought maybe, like, once he's ensnared, he's always ensnared, but that's probably not true.
No. It's a concentration spell. Alright, so he can do whatever he wants. Except he can't talk. Which means he can't cast spells that have vocal components.
Ignore that 3.
Oh boy. So, he's just gonna close this gap and attack you, I guess. A whole lot else he can do. Okay. So he is going to try to bite you first.
I'm gonna shield myself.
Bye.
Okay. You got an 8.
It's a miss.
And then he is going to try to whack you with his staff twice.
I will let him.
Yeah, both of those are gonna miss too. His best one was a 16. So he doesn't hurt you. And it is Theron's turn.
Okay. I will use. Let's see. Concentration. So I can either use Fireball or Shatter. Corrupting Herb. What do I want to do? Yeah, I'll throw a Fireball. And I'll use Wand of Deking.
So disadvantage for everybody.
Okay.
Okay, well he is going to be straight up because he has advantage against it. He passes, and the 3 grung are going to be at disadvantage. And all 3 of those would have failed, so I'm not going to bother making the second roll for them.
Okay.
Oh, and the lizard guy fails. Oh, and the other 3 can't be hit by it because it can't pass through.
Yeah, they can't be hit. Yep. And it was, it was Dexterity 17, right? So save.
Yeah, he got like a 22.
Okay. 17, 21. 7. 28.
Okay. The 3 Grung had 11, 12, and 13 hit points each, so they're all dead. He's going to take 14, but he is resistant to fire, so he takes 7 damage.
Hmm.
The lizard folk guy is really fucked up, but alive.
So what does he have? He has resistance and something else?
He has a thing called magic resistance, which gives him advantage on saving throws against spells.
Oh, okay.
And since you gave disadvantage, he just rolled a single die, and he got like a 22 or whatever. So he passed, so that
Nice.
cuts the damage in
Resistance
half.
left.
And then he's resistant to fire, so he halves it again, so he took 7.
Okay.
Done?
Yes.
Okay. Arkin.
I'm gonna whip the lizard guy once.
Okay.
18 plus 10, 28.
Okay.
4 plus 8. 2 plus 8. 10
10.
damage.
Okay.
Man.
He looks like he's about to go down.
Which guy did you hit?
Lizard folk. Lizard folk.
I'm gonna whip the. Yeah, I'm gonna whip the big guy now.
Okay.
15 plus 10.
Mhm.
D4 is a 3 plus 8 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move to the northeast. Up one tile and to the right.
Okay.
Or one big tile, so keep going. Right. One left, one left. Right there.
Okay. Done?
Done.
Okay. Maxon?
Gonna take my bow back out
Uh-huh.
and shoot the guy, the Frog King.
Frog King. Didn't move this guy. I should have moved this guy.
As we were killing a king.
Come here. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna do this as a tripping attack. Trip attack, yeah. 13 plus 11, 24. I think I get 2d8s. Oh yeah, it has to make a strength saving throw, DC 17.
Okay.
3, a 1, and an 8.
He failed.
So 17 total.
17 damage. Okay, and he has tripped.
I'll hit him again. 6 plus 11, 17.
Okay. That's a hit.
7 plus 2 plus 5, 14.
How much?
14.
14. Okay.
I want to move towards Saren.
Okay.
Nah, I'm done.
Alright, Grimgar. He doesn't look too good. Neither of them do. The 2 guys that you're fighting.
Okay, I'm gonna use a spiritual weapon on the smaller guy.
Okay.
So I'll move that by him, and that's an 11 plus a A total of 20 on the hit, not
Okay.
natural.
He had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
He goes down.
And then I'm actually, am I within 25 feet of the big guy here? I run up to him.
10, 20. And you're like 30 feet away.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go for Toll the Dead on him. So he's got to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. Rolling really bad tonight. That's an 8.
Okay, yeah, it's a fail. So he takes 2d12. Total of 16.
All right. So the gonging of the bell, he grabs his head in a wordless scream and falls to the ground dead. Still visible, apparently.
And I think to myself, damn, I wish I could have questioned him, but he was silent.
Now he can think. Without him knowing my dark thoughts.
It's true. Love to. Oh. Thousands.
So
That up.
the one thing I'll say is I don't know if that was, obviously it wasn't Gar Shatterkeel, we don't think, but Gar Shatterkeel also disappeared like 6 months ago and then reappeared as this guy. So maybe Gar Shatterkeel's really dead and this guy's just been impersonating him for 6 months.
Possible.
Don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
is
you
that your
should
turn?
check your guys.
Um,
At what point do we want to end this?
I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
think
get to
that's-
the end of this initiative.
that's what I'll do. I'll be
Oh,
done.
okay.
All right.
I'll stay there.
So the grung, they're running away.
It's a big hallway.
Put him there. That was the grung. He's gonna climb back up, and these guys gotta both try to jump over again. And then they gotta both stick their landings. Alright. This one lands on his feet. This one lands prone. And his turn is over. He was the one in the water, so he's not having a good time. This one's got enough movement to get over and attack Maxon.
No.
So he's gonna make 2 attacks. First one, he's gonna swing his Morning Star at you. 12. And after that finishes missing, he's got spikes on his shield that he swings at you, and he gets a 5.
Can I do a riposte?
Sure.
Uh, 8. I think that's all I get, right?
I don't know what Riposte does, man.
Oh, add the superiority die to the attack damage roll on hit.
What?
It
You're adding
says
damage to yourself?
I can use a reaction to expend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against it. Add
Yeah.
the superiority die to the attack damage roll on hit.
Right, you have to attack him, so roll an attack. You're using a reaction to attack
okay.
him.
Alright. 11 plus 11. 22.
Okay, so you hit him. Now roll your damage.
5. And a 4. 8.
17, and what did you roll on your superiority die?
That was with it.
So
That was
17?
yeah,
That's
17
that's
total.
a total with everything? Okay.
Mhm.
Alright, so he runs up to attack you, and he misses you twice, and you end up hitting him.
Nice.
And these guys are going to keep moving toward the fight. And so at this point, you guys are hearing gong, 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 echoing throughout the chamber.
That makes sense.
And
Oh no.
It's just
That-
ball slowing him down.
is where we'll stop.
I think what does that gong mean?
Yeah, you know exactly what it means.
We know what it means. It means alert.
Words.
So, yeah, again, I wasn't as ready for you guys as I wanted to be because,
Because we're so good and creative.
well, I didn't expect you guys to.
We are.
Beat the game.
Beat the
do
game,
that.
finally. That was the final boss.
Yeah,
He just wasn't his final form yet. That's why he was so easy.
you guys are wrecking this dungeon intended for level 6 characters.
Well, you don't have to make us feel like shit.
It's
It's not like they're babies.
like Maxon killing that frog.
I
Not that little
know.
frog. Yeah, he was just a little baby.
Just imagine him calmly putting his bow away, putting on his gauntlet, like tightening up on his hand, punching
Got
into his
way
palm.
too close.
All right, here we go.
I haven't gotten to kill a child in a long time. Okay, I'll actually roll an initiative for the cultists next turn, so. I don't know, between now and next week, I guess figure out what you guys want to do. I mean, if you're just going to wait here for the entire dungeon to empty out and
might
attack
want
you.
to.
Okay, can add
They're gonna
Fight
keep
till
coming.
the
This
end.
wall's gonna keep slowing them down.
Until they start waiting behind the wall for it to end, and then they just all attack at the same time.
They could do that, but then
It's
we
like
could
300.
also set something up on our own.
Yeah. I've got a spell I think I can cast over the wall.
It's on the other side of the
Fuck
door
'em up.
there. It's been guarded.
Catapult?
Nah, I don't think that'd work.
No?
Oh, because the rocks would have to go through the wall.
Couldn't go over the wall?
I think it's a straight line thing.
Really?